Ed, I wanted to thank you so much for being willing to talk to the other students about your experience in this special project that we have so far. And I'm really interested in what your opinion is of the material.
Okay, yeah.
Can you tell us something about what your experience is so far? I know you're just brand new to it.
Yeah, well, at first I didn't want to dive into something new because I felt that I had a good handle on the different theories, and I didn't want to mess that up. However, if you come at this with an open mind, you are going to see that you're going to better understand the material, and you're going to be able to use it more productively, because there is a broader brush to get more information and make a better case plan, if you will, and a treatment plan.
Have you actually gone that far? Because we're only in week 5.
Well, I have read into it. I haven't yet dove into the treatment side of it. However, I have used the assessment, and that's huge. But again, you have to have an open mind, and you have to read the chapters that correspond with the assessment forms. And you'll see that if you follow the forms, you are going to gather more information. And when you do a good, thorough assessment, you will have a better grasp on where you need to go with your patient or your client.
Great. So far you're really keen on the assessment.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
And what you are really finding is that if you read the chapter that correlates.
You have to read the chapter first, or else it's just marking boxes, and it really doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you read the forms, you use the forms, and you read the chapters side by side with it, it's one, it opens your mind up to gathering more information about the patient, and I think you learn more, and you don't narrow yourself in to one treatment plan or one theory. You're kind of opened up to maybe using one or two of them, because in some cases and in most cases they will overlap.
Great. Have you had any reaction from, say, your practicum site or your supervisor or other students?
Yeah, just last week I introduced the forms to my supervisor, and she really liked them. So we used them on a few students at the school, and we compared them to her older ones, and we have just found that we gather a lot more information, and it opens up our range as far as where we want to go with a specific student. If the student needs an IEP, if they need a 504, which is a different type of plan for a student, and it doesn't narrow you down to one path, if you will. There's many forks in the road.
So it sounds like you'd be willing to recommend this to other students.
Oh, I have a few friends that are in a practicum class that they aren't using this, and I introduced it to them, and now they are using it, and they've brought it back to their sites, and they're starting to use it.
Wait a minute, so non-pilot students, you were talking to them about it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were, well, where'd you get this stuff at? And 2 of them have actually gone out and bought the book.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
There's 2 books that she does, actually. One's for family therapy, too.
Right.
And I just bought that one last week, and that one's fantastic, too. And it's got forms that correlate with those chapters.
Gosh, we'll have to...
I wish I had it last year, let's put it that way, when I was going through the theories part.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that would have been helpful to you?
Well, it almost dumbs everything up, if you will. It's like theories for dummies. But for me, it's helped. For the few friends I've shared it with, it's helped them too.
Gosh, If there was one...
But you have to get on board.
What do you mean?
Well, you have to be able to buy into it and put away your old thoughts and open your mind up to this new thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not new. It's been around 4 or 5 years.
Is there one thing that you might tell other students, either that are in the pilot project or those that are maybe on the fringe noticing what's going on? Any thought that you would share with them just as a final note?
Well, if I could, and I hope this tape here works, is to spread the word out there. If we can help one student change their path, one student could potentially change 1,000 patients.
Wow!
And if you do that times 10, now you're changing a large population. You're changing the field of thought, and I think we are doing a more, what's the terms of done? We're doing better work for the clients.
Oh. Well, you certainly sound like you are enthusiastic and that this is really the amount of time you're investing in this material is paying off for you.
Oh yeah, and more importantly is I think it's going to help with comps. And without getting past the comps, you have to get past those to move on.
What do you see in terms of this being able to help you with comps?
Well, when you learn this new type of assessment, and you have a broader range, the vignettes you'll do, you'll slide through them, versus trying to struggle to get information, or find information, or think of paths to take.
Wow. Well, I'm sure that will sound really helpful to the students that are looking anxiously towards February and comprehensives. So this idea that Gehart presents of assessment, case conceptualization, and then treatment planning just seems to make sense to you, and you're willing to have an open mind and really jump in there. And
well, I am not the smartest tool in the shed, and I'm an older student, so I'm looking for, I don't want to say the easy way out, but this sort has made the whole thing easier for me.
Gosh. Well, I sure...
It doesn't mean it's going to help everybody, but...
Well, your comments, when you made those in class really meant a lot to me, and it's my hope that you'll be an inspiration to other students as they begin this process of looking into Dr. Gehart's way of assessing, conceptualizing, and forming treatment plans. So thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome.
And look forward to seeing you throughout the year and how this works for you.
Okay, great. Thanks.